Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Leafs Odyssey. Could this be the day where Leaf finally ends his Odyssey and finds his destiny at the top of the tower? Perhaps, let's find out. Angry Eye is sitting on top of a pillar, so he's not going to see me, unless I am also up there. Yep. And he's still able to shoot me and do things on that plane of existence. Alright. So, what do we have? We have an Angry Eye sitting on a pillar. We have an Angry Eye sitting on a pillar. We have a monster block. And we have a place to kill the monster block at the end of the puzzle. And we have a stacking mechanism. In fact, we kind of have a couple of them. Or at least places to just do a little bit of stacking. And so one of these blocks Leaf can't really stand upon. And I might need to pile up 2 blocks so that I can like get near you and then push one down at the last moment and fall down to like next to you or something to surprise you. And then what does this do? This controls... Oh, this puts this up permanently? No, it's just a toggle for this, but it toggles this. So after killing you, I can walk over here and hit this switch so that I'll be able to dispose of the monster block. And in the meantime, the only value the monster block has to me is for being the bottom block of a 2-high stack, I believe. So... And this guy is going to threaten me when I try to come over toward this guy, so I need to dispose of this guy first. Okay, I think I have enough analysis of the room to begin trying to do some room-a-jiggers. So, if Leaf wants to... how's Leaf going to get up on top of here, though? He'd have to push something from here to here, which would lift him up. But then, A, there'd be an Angry Eye trying to shoot at him, and B, that means the space would be currently vacated. So, I'm not sure how that works. Okay, so Leaf is capable of getting up here, and Leaf is capable of doing some stacking up here. So let's just play around with that for a moment. So, load him up! Okay, I've created a stack of 2 blocks. Very nice. I don't think this is right, but let's just play for a moment. If I do this, Leaf is capable of getting up higher, but he can't attack the monster block from there. If there had been another block sitting here, I'd have a place to dodge the Angry Eye laser, but I still don't have a way to step over and get at you. So is there another way that Leaf can get up high over here? Do I have to do this one first? What happens if I try to do the other one first? So the other one, I can get up over here, and oh, here's a 2-high thing that could just be used as a, like, blocking mechanism. That could be interesting too. So now you're not going to harass me. Actually, I didn't need this one here because I could do this. Bottom guy's harassing me, sure. Okay, but I can't do that. Okay, but I could just kill you, I think. So, without doing any of that stacking, why not just do this and this and earn a kill? Ah, right. That's a good reason. Fantastic reason, as a matter of fact. So, I can't approach you from here. So it does feel like I need a stack and a push out of the way or something. Is there... okay. Is there a way for me to just make an alternate route? that looks more like this. Kind of yes and no. I can get to here, but then I would need a fourth thing to stand on. So, like, I could stand here and get all the way over here, but I don't have another thing to stand on to get close enough to you. Could I swap out the blocks at any point? I don't think so. Did I need all of these? In theory, if this one's here... oops. I can also... I can't do anything there, because then I'm caught in crosshairs. So I can use the monster block potentially as an asset, not to stand on, but to create another place to stand. Is that a sufficient asset? I don't think it is. Because that extra place to stand doesn't actually get me closer to Batty McBatterton over here. I'd still have a pink block, and I wouldn't be able to get here. Yeah, so having this one that Leaf is standing on available isn't that useful. Leaf can attack from up top to below, but if Leaf were standing on like a too-high thing... Well, if Leaf were standing on a too-high thing here... Maybe I do a bunch of elevation. I have to get above it all. So maybe what I do is kind of similar to what I was originally thinking, but different. If I do this, I have a too-high stack. Suppose I want to be standing on the too-high stack. Can I do that? Let's just put the too-high stack here for a moment, because it'll be easier for me to ascertain if I could do that. Because I think I could do... Okay, let's push it out of the way for a moment. I think I could do this, and now there's two too-high stacks. And now there's 3 too-high stacks, but Leaf can't get on top of them. In order for Leaf to go up above it all, what would Leaf have to do? Leaf would have to be... Oh, Leaf would... Okay. Suppose... If Leaf is trying to get above it all... I'm starting to have more thoughts. Suppose Leaf did this, and suppose the monster block was holding this down. Now Leaf can stand here. How was I going to get one higher? I was going to get one higher somehow. In order to get one higher, I need a block here too? Or... I need a lower block. Okay, what about... Okay, what about... This is here. If Leaf pushes it off, that doesn't help. Is there a way for Leaf to get above it all? Leaf would have to be... So if Leaf were up top right now, and he walked over to here, and then this button somehow got released, and then Leaf would be above it all, 2 stacked high. But I don't see a way to remotely deactivate the button. Could I remotely activate this button? That seems more plausible. If I wanted to remotely activate that button, to do so, I would have a stack of blocks here. Then Leaf would walk... Well, Leaf can't walk on top of the monster block. But apart from that, that would have gotten Leaf above it all. Okay, so do the same thing without the monster block there, and we'll figure out the rest of it in a moment. But this is a type of stacking that we have not previously done. So with a stack of 2 here, Leaf can push this here, and now Leaf is too high into the air. Too high meaning 2 blocks high, not so high that he is losing the thickness of the air, his ability to breathe. Alright, so if the top of those 2 blocks, yes, if this were still stacked, I understand. So the next block would have to be a monster block and a thingy. Okay, so I need a monster block stacked on this and a pink block stacked on those. So, a monster block stacked on this and a pink block stacked on those. But you have to stack from the top. So I want pink, monster, pink, pink. Pink, monster, pink, pink. Okay. Pink, monster, pink, pink. I stack from the top. Pink goes on top. Monster goes next. So, pink on top of monster. That is going to go on top of pink. All of that is going to go on top of pink. So we're just using our stacking mechanism. It's hard to see, but all of that is over here. Great. Now with this stacked here, Leaf goes here, gets above it all. I stacked them in the wrong order. Where did the monster block need to be? The monster block needed to be the second from the bottom. So I did pink, monster, pink, pink. And what I needed was pink, pink, monster, pink as I was stacking. Pink, pink, monster, pink. Okay. Pink, pink, monster, pink while stacking to get them in the opposite order. So pink, pink. Pink, pink. Monster. Monster. Pink. Alright. So with them stacked in this order... No. With them stacked in this order... Not there. Here. Great. Then I can push this off, I can push this off, and surprise, I'm right next to you! Kablam! Kablooey! Oh, and that permanently puts that up. Do I want to permanently put that up right now? If I do that, how am I ever going to get up there? If I don't do that, how am I ever going to get back to this switch? This still toggles this, so that is what I want. Also, I have an undo key, so don't sweat it. So now if I do this, I need a place to dodge, and Dodgy McPlacerton exists, believe it or not, right here. Dodge. On your cooldown, sneak up on you, kill you. I've done it. Monster block is on the bottom of something, and so kablam, monster block is dead, and I solved the room. Neat. Neat. This is definitely, I mean, so, if you look at the past 2 years of my channel, you could definitely call me a Sokoban enthusiast. So, the mechanics that mostly focus on block pushing have been my favorite puzzles in the game. But this was a great puzzle, in my opinion. But that's coming from the point of view of someone who is definitely a Sokoban enthusiast. Alright, let's move upwards. Taxi. We're still climbing the tower. What's happening in the taxi? What do I even get from the name Taxi? Taxi. Someone is helping us bring us somewhere else. We're going to ride in a vehicle that someone else is driving, perhaps. So what am I seeing here? Okay, getting a little hot. Time to take off the shoes. I got a new journal entry. Hold on. Why did I get a new journal entry? Monster block does not kill things on top of it while on a Pacific floor. That was from a previous room, and I just forgot to read that, I think. However, there are Pacific tiles in here. Oh my gosh. And okay, this is possibly the final puzzle because we've put together both of the final area thingies, although there could be more than one puzzle with it. Okay, so we have a sacrifice altar that's on a Pacific floor, and there's Pacific floor all around. I have to kill all the bad guys to exit the room. There are 5 bad guys. There are 2 statues. There are 2 angry eyes that are in kind of an impossible thing, so I'm going to have to attack them from the high ground, it looks like. There's a monster block. How is the monster block going to die? How is the monster block going to die? How is anything going to die in the sacrifice altar in order to get the monster block out? How is Leaf gonna climb up on top of these things? Can he walk on top of a room clear gates? Interesting. Never occurred to me to try to walk on top of this before, and I don't think we've ever been in the situation where we had the opportunity. There's a mechanism here. You only control one thing, it's to get here. So Leaf could simply walk up here if he wanted to. Presumably this is somehow going to be a taxi mechanism. A statue is probably going to be aggressively going after Leaf while Leaf is sitting on a block and push the block onto here. Actually, that mechanism might be available to us right now. So before I look at any more of the room, let's just having witnessed that. How did Leaf get up on here, though? I want Leaf to be standing here. Yeah, okay. So if I do this... Statue doesn't see in 3D, so he's just trying to move toward Leaf. And now if I wait, now he pushes Leaf. Yeah. Okay, and so I just killed a guy over here. Great. Okay, so I did kind of interpret one of those mechanisms correctly. Okay, neat. So that is a purpose, that's the taxi portion of this. This is a stacking mechanism. So presumably we're using this block somehow earlier in the puzzle for some other purpose. There is another statue. Is there any way for me to kill anything here? We're not next to angry eye lasers. These are both toggle doors that are only toggled by the sacrifice altar. There's poison. The monster block potentially could die on the poison. That would require pushing it out. Pushing it out requires making a sacrifice. Leaf can't die here, the statue can't die here, there's too much pacifism. We need some warmongers. Okay, the sacrifice tile also toggles the other statue. This is good because it reduces the search space of the room. So I don't need to worry about that other statue until I figured out the sacrifice altar. What happens with the sacrifice altar in 3 dimensions? Is a question we might ask, and may or may not be able to answer. I think we're about to find out. Almost. Could I have done that? Yes, I could have done that differently. So, here is a different taxi. Leaf is not standing on a pacifist block. Leaf is standing on a pink block, which means Leaf is not pacified. Haha! Very cool mechanic. Other statue will now do the taxi services from before, but first I probably want to get the monster block killed, and then I can set up the other taxi. And I think that's all there was to set it up. And then I need you... Oh, there's a little bit of a weird race here, I think. Because if Leaf tries to go here, I needed you to the right of me previously. Can I get you to the right of me by having you be a bro and come around here? Not really. How is Leaf gonna get up here? Was there any kind of way that the monster block maybe didn't need to die there yet? No, I think I needed to... I think I did need to do that, probably. No, hold on. There was this taxi, but is there another taxi available to me? I've seen a couple of cabs, but maybe there's another one. How would I get on top of another one? I got on top of one here by doing this. With you would be chasing me from the south and probably like push me into a corner. Like, can I make a diagonal taxi? Let's just play. Ah, you held that down. Could I have done this better? Maybe. Suppose this were like this. Okay, I'm up here. You're not a taxi. Alright. And that's not what I wanted. So previously when I taxied, I also managed to do this, and there's no way to keep you to the right of me. The only way to keep you to the right of me, yeah, there's no way to keep you to the right of me. So I don't think there's a way to get you to lift Leaf. Yeah, you're not going to lift Leaf. Like, we saw how that taxi mechanism worked, and so I do wonder... Maybe the monster block... Maybe the monster block doesn't die in the poison yet, and the monster block is still going to be a useful obstacle. It could be a useful obstacle right here. Because that might enable North Statue in pursuit to... Hold on. Okay, turn order is not friendly with me here. Could I have done this slightly differently? Suppose I'm already this far south? No, what do I need to happen? I needed Leaf. Suppose I'm even farther south. So suppose I'm here. Now you're not coming from that direction. Okay. I still have ideas. What if it's a diagonal push that you are making? And I am coming from the north to step on here? Or something? No, it doesn't quite work. So it feels like if I am coming from the south, I need your step there to push the monster block onto... Wait a minute. This pushes that up, but this also pushes that up. That is, this toggle switch, in addition to doing these, also does this one. So is there a way I can use that to my advantage? That is there a way for Leaf to be here, and the statue to have moved something Can the statue push a block on top of Leaf? I think this might be possible to find out. I did some dodging there I shouldn't have done. What if I just go down and then go here? Let's wait. Let's wait. He can. He can then also push it off of Leaf and attack Leaf from the top. But look at this. Leaf is capable of carrying a monster block. That's an unexpected interaction. Is it useful to me? I don't think it is. Aha, because this one toggles that and that one toggles that. If this one is held down, then Leaf can just step up on here by himself. That's what I missed. So, that's great. I'll be able to kill the Angry Eyes, but I'm going to lose the poison to kill the monster block, is what I believe I'm seeing right now. But let's just experiment with this. So now, I might be able to save the poison by moving north now. No. By moving north now. And then, I can't go there. And, if I wait, you're trying to attack me, but you can't. If I go north, I think I'm dead. Only 3 ways, but, you know. If I go here, I lose my poison. If I go here, I lose my poison. If I go here... I mean, I almost got there. There's no way for me to move diagonally up and right to try to get on the other thing. Ha 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 ha. Statue's on a pacifist thing here. If he hadn't been, would he be attacking me even though I'm up high? I don't actually know. Or I don't think I know. So I've done a thing. Let's just demonstrate that I could do that. Even if I did that, the statue is still out here. So I need to kill the statue. Can I just kill the statue? Can I kill the statue now? No, I'm not close enough. Can I kill the statue now? Yes. Did I solve the puzzle? Not quite. Because there's still a live Angry Eye here, who I could kill, but then I can't get to the monster block. Or there's a monster block here that I could kill, but then I can't get to the Angry Eye. Okay, but we're getting really close. We're seeing things we hadn't seen before. Could I kill the monster block and still set this up? No, because I need the monster block in a pushable position. And I can't ride the monster block, I have to ride the taxi. Could I stack it too high? I don't think I can. So the monster block's on top, bottom, the pink block's on top. I don't have a way to get that much elevation. I don't think. Let's experiment. Hey. Let's all calm down. There's no need for statue activation at this moment. I just stacked those the wrong way. So let's try stacking them the other way. I don't think this is going to help me. Never push a block into that column. It's going to require future statue activation, which is unacceptable. So if I did this, can I use this taxi service somehow? I don't think so. Like, I think there's a lot of problems that I have here now. Like, I've got no way to activate my thingies. Yeah, I don't think there's anything useful I could do with this stack. I mean, suppose it did slide over here. It would kill the monster block. And if I were riding on top, I'm not even sure if from too tall if I'd be able to attack the statue from way, way, way up high ground. I don't know, maybe Leaf's back claws could cling to the edge, and Leaf could lean down and grab him. But I don't think that's right. Show me the initial state of the room again in a moment. I want to get the monster block back on the, there, yeah. So, I was pretty happy with this state. But show me the initial state of the room. I had one statue that I discovered a way to kill on the sacrifice altar. And that was basically the only thing I did to alter the room state before I got to here, and then I've just been pushing blocks around. So I do feel like that was the correct move, because I sacrificed one resource in the only way possible in order to gain another resource. Could I have killed the North statue that way? No, because the North statue required a sacrifice to get out. He could diagonally push me here, and then I could walk up on top of this gate and get over here is what I'm thinking. So that's one Ah, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I don't quite see it, but I see part of it. What I'm seeing is... pacifism. Leaf can stand on this. Yes, okay, I see all of it. Ah, interesting. So Leaf can't be standing, even though the monster block is about to die. The monster block still kills Leaf before dying to the poison. So Leaf needs to exit, walk over here so that it gets killed, kill the statue, kill the angry eye, kill the other angry eye. We got there. We did it. Is this the end? Was Taxi the final puzzle? Probably not. It was not. Next up is Ritual. We need to kill all the monsters. There are a lot of them. But they are in a very symmetric pattern. In 4 quadrants, we have an angry eye and a bomb bug. The angry eye and a bomb bug. There's a sacrifice altar that would toggle this. This is a mechanism we've seen before. When there's a sacrifice here, this goes down. Bomb bug gets scared, flees into here, steps off of this tile, which is a pressure plate. Oh, and it's a mechanism. This one causes this monster drop to fall. This one causes this monster drop to fall. This one causes this monster block to fall. And this one causes this monster block to fall. The implication being all 4 sacrifices have to happen at the same time. Otherwise, one of the monster blocks would fall before it scared the bomb bug away and we wouldn't be able to do the whole thing. So I need 4 simultaneous sacrifices. Who's getting sacrificed where? Also, what do these angry eyes toggle? This is how I drop the angry eyes at the end. In fact, let's just witness that really quick. It's important to play with the puzzle. That just depacified the angry eyes. So they all had primed up lasers, and then that caused them to shoot. So I need the angry eyes to shoot in 4 directions. For example, if I walk this way, this one would face this way, and I need a way to get this one to face this way, and I need this one to face this way, and I need this one to face this way, and I have some blocks for blocking line of sight to help make that happen. And then I need the bug bombs positioned on the 4 altars, and then I hit the switch, and all 4 lasers go off, and that solves the room. Okay, this is actually, despite looking complicated, straightforward is a little bit too much of a word to use, but it ain't bad. Oh, what did not occur to me is that I can hit this toggle switch multiple times. So maybe I do have a... Gotcha. Maybe I do have a bad guy looking in an innocuous wrong direction. For example, these 2 guys are moving left. This guy's a problem, but these 2 guys are looking left, and no harm, no foul if they were to shoot their lasers and there was no one in front of them. And maybe I can get the bomb bugs out of the way. So maybe Like, I'm gonna have to move the bomb bugs anyway. So what if some bomb bugs did some moving? Everyone is currently looking left. But this angry eye is gonna shoot this angry eye, and that I cannot... That does not abide. So, yeah, we can't do that. Because we need all the angry eyes to shoot all the lasers. Okay, so I feel like once I get the first move, the rest of the puzzle is gonna fall apart before me, so let's just find the first move. I think my brain is trying to tell me that a great place for a block is right in the middle. Not sure exactly why my brain is trying to tell me that, but sometimes one must trust one's brain. And that's what the brain is currently saying. Also, the bomb bugs have become very clustered, and I don't like that. And so I'm going to attempt to uncluster them and get them close-ish to their final resting spots. But only close-ish. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where's the best place to put a bunch of these guys. And I don't like that guy there, but we can fix that. He needs to come up and live over in this quadrant somewhere. Or you can come live in this quadrant somewhere. And he can live in this quadrant somewhere. Okay, and then you should not be in any lines with an angry eye. And finally, you should not be in any lines with an angry eye. So, is it possible for me to get a Blocky McBlockerton into the very middle? It's a little awkward right now, but the bomb bugs are pretty movable. They're pretty docile. So, alright, a lot of fidgetiness here, but something is happening. So with this block in the middle here, then, let's see if my brain can finish its thought. Then I was thinking that having another block, I think here, provides me with a pretty good traveling place. So let's just map this out with our cursor. So I can hit this and all these guys are fire and nobody dies. So then I can walk here and get you facing to the right. So facing to the right means everyone would want to go like this. So you'd be facing to the right. I can walk through here, get you facing up, which is where I want you. Then walk over here, get you facing left, which is where I want you. Then walk over here and get you facing down. Yes, this does work. So then all I have to do is not also screw up the bomb bugs along the process, and I think I'm in good shape. So, pacify the angry eyes. I found a flaw in my plan. No, it's fine. That's the direction I wanted you looking anyway. I found another flaw in the plan. That's not the direction I wanted you looking anyway. Right. So you're looking up, but I was gonna have you... If you're looking up, I need you looking to the left. And the problem is I can't get you looking to the left the way this is set up right now. I think if I move this pink block here, I can have you facing up, you facing right, you facing down, and you facing left. So let's get the pink block moved there. It won't be trivial. I've repacified them. You are now facing upwards. You are now facing rightwards. There's a bomb bug over here who really needs to come live a little bit farther to the north somewhere so that he doesn't cause too much trouble. You are now facing southwards. And you are now facing westwards. All 4 angry eyes are each pointed at individual altars. Next step of the process. Walk the bug bombs to the corresponding altars. A little bit of a pain in the neck, but we'll figure it out. Let's just get them in roughly the vicinity that they need to be in, and then we can tidy it up somehow by being clever. I'm gonna need to walk back over to the switch, and so it's good to have you one to the left of where you need to be. I'm going to need to walk one to the south of here, and so it's probably good for you to be to the north of where you need to be. You, I think, can just come to your final resting position. Actually, I think I'm going to need you one to the north of there, too. Ah, and then I got the other guy moving already. So yeah, they're in a line. So I need them with, like, the same parity or something. So in that case, I need you to move this way. I need top guy to move down one more. I need you to move back over here. Oh, this is so frustrating. So frustrating. Okay, middle block. I had a plan for you. It was for you to get pushed here, and then here. And that prevents the bug bomb in the bottom left from trying to move anymore as I position guys in the right, which is what I want. Great. This bug bomb has walked in an inconvenient location, so instead we'll walk this way. Then we'll get you into position, and we'll worry about the rest in a moment. Then I can get you here. And now, once again, it would be super useful to me if I had a no-looky zone over here. I think this is all correct. Ah, except for you finally saw me. Right. But I could deal with that by just turning you for a moment. And then walking over here. I think I've done it. So let's look carefully. This guy shoots this guy. 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 The blocks are in a fine position. Here goes nothing. Wait. Kaboom. Now I just have to kill the angry eyes. They are not pacified. And so I believe... Oops. And so I believe I can get them to kill each other like this and like this. I didn't think about that last step until just now, but we did it. Okay, that was not so bad. Final battle. It's gonna have to be in the next episode. I'm gonna say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Leafs Odyssey. For now, bye-bye.